The first category is a hip hinge, which includes the kettlebell swing and the kettlebell deadlift. The first exercise is a kettlebell swing. When starting with the kettlebell swing, put the weight a little bit in front of your feet and pick it up and drive it backwards to your butt, and then drive your hips forward to get the weight going. When you're swinging the weight, you should try to use your hips only. You swing it behind you, and then you drive your hips forward. This will keep the weight going the whole time. And as you can see from the side view, you kind of let your butt go back, and then you drive forward. You should only use your hips because it'll make you stronger and help you avoid injury in your back and your arms. The next exercise is the kettlebell deadlift. You want to start with the kettlebell right by your heels, and you bend down with a straight back and shoulders pulled back, and you have to grab the weight with a really firm grip, and this will help just engage your arm, which will engage your back, and it'll engage your core and everything, so you can get the full workout. Same thing with the kettlebell swing. You want to use your hips in combination with your back too on this exercise. And as you can see, I bend my legs just a little bit, but you don't want to completely bend them down. The next category is squatting, and it includes the goblet squat and the one-legged squat. The first exercise is the goblet squat. When doing the goblet squat, you want to keep the weight just under your chin and try to keep it close to your body so it doesn't go too far out. And you want to keep your shoulders pulled back and your back as straight as you can keep it. And as you can see, it doesn't really matter whether your elbows go to the outside or towards the inside of your legs. And as you can see right here, you want to get your thighs and your calves to form about a 90-degree angle, or have your thighs to be parallel to the ground. The next exercise is the one-legged squat. When you're doing the one-legged squat, you want to have something that you can touch your butt onto. I almost fell right there, so you can see. And you want to keep your leg out in front of you and your arms out in front of you as well. This, I find, helps you keep balanced so that you don't fall over when you're doing the exercise. And yeah, as you can see, you want to go down as far as possible. You shouldn't sit for a few seconds after you go down. You kind of just want to tap it and then go right back up. This will help you to get the burn and to get more in shape instead of resting during your sets. The next category is pushing, and it includes the push-up and the press. The first exercise is the press. The press is where you push the weight over your head till your elbows lock, as you can see right there. You want to keep your back straight and your chest pushed out. And yeah, as I said before, you want to push all the way up until your elbows lock so that you can engage all your arm muscles at the very top. There are variations to this exercise, such as the one-arm press, which is the same thing. You press the weight above your head until your elbow locks, but you only use one weight or one arm. And yeah, here's a side view. As you can see, chest is out, back is straight, shoulders pulled back. That is the proper form for doing the press. The next exercise is the push-up. When doing a push-up, you want to keep your hands under or close to your shoulders, and you want to go all the way down, touch your chest to the ground, and then all the way back up until your elbows lock. As you can see right here, my head is looking forward, not down to where it's touching the ground first or up. This will help you to avoid getting neck injuries. And and you want to keep your back aligned and try to keep your back from not curving, so that way you can engage all your core muscles as well as your arm muscles and chest muscles. The next category is crawling, and it includes the bear crawl and the army crawl. The first exercise is the bear crawl. When doing the bear crawl, you want to keep your body as close to the ground as possible. You don't want to push your butt and hips into the air because this makes it easier to crawl. If you stay lower to the ground, it strengthens your core more because you have to keep your back from curving and touching the ground. You also want to go slow because if you go too fast, then your form will be off and then you won't get the full exercise. As you can see from the side view, you don't have to go all the way to the ground, but you don't want to put your hips higher than your back. The next exercise is the army crawl. When doing the army crawl, you want to drag yourself with mostly your arms. You can use your legs a little bit, but you don't want to like split it 50-50 between your arms and legs because you're supposed to drag yourself with your arms. And you want to keep your lower legs, including your calves and your feet, from going into the air. And you also don't want to put your butt and hips really high in the air either. As you can see from the side view, my legs mostly stay on the ground. You have to bend a little bit so you don't completely just scrape up your knees and everything. But most of my power is coming from my arms. The next category is pulling. It includes the pull-up and the T-Rex inverted row. The first exercise is the pull-up. When doing the pull-up, you want to start with a dead hang, as you can see right there, and you want to pull up all the way until you touch get your chin over the bar. Then you go back down to a dead hang, and you don't want to do it very fast because then you mess up your form, and you also don't want to kick your legs out either. When you're doing the TRX inverted row, you want to keep your body in a straight line, and you want to be able to get your chest all the way up to your hands without curling your body at all. If you're having to curl your body, then you have to scoot up a little bit to where you're not so low to the ground. And if it's too easy, you want to scoot down so it's more of a challenge. The last category is carrying. It includes the farmer walk and the waiter walk. The first exercise is the farmer's walk. When doing the farmer's walk, you want to keep your chest pushed out and your shoulders back and down. Basically, you want to carry the weight with perfect posture. This will help strengthen your shoulders and it'll make your core stronger as well. You also don't want to let the weight push you side to side. You want to keep control of it. And if this is happening when you're trying to control it, then you may want to move down to a lower weight. As you can see from the side view, my chest is out, my shoulders are rolled back, and they're down as well. and I'm going at a pace that the weight doesn't swing back and forth because I can't control it. The next exercise is the waiter walk. This is also a carry, just like the farmer's walk, but instead of carrying it by your side, you carry it over your head, kind of like the press. Now you want to try to keep your elbows locked out. This will help you engage all the muscles in your arm and the muscles down your back and in your core. Um, same thing, you want to walk slow to where you're not being thrown off balance, because there is a lot of weight over your head and you can easily get injured if you drop it on yourself.